was scared to die. Forsook his wife within a lie.
Hey everybody, so I am out with the new rail cart and we're gonna see how it does on Tennessee Pass here. So you can see up ahead here we've got the tunnel. The door is quite a ways down, but I did walk up to it and I can still walk underneath it, so I should be able to roll underneath that on the e-bike rail cart here. We'll see how that goes. I think everything's going to be fine. Got the cart on the track. It seems to be tracking well. I have our light. Take off my sunglasses so I can see some light at the other end. We've got a little bit down there, so nice and easy through as we test everything. My discs do rub on the side of the rail. All in all, it's pretty quiet. You know, you would expect to get a little bit of noise from the discs. Ooh, there's some real heaving going on in here with the tracks. You probably can't tell because of the self-leveling feature here on the camera, but the left track is way higher than the right track. Oh, now we're getting into some ice. I guess that was the low spot where the ice was lifting the tracks. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Now the right side's a little bit higher. It's really leaning back and forth. There's a lot of ice here in this tunnel. Never even melted. Oh, here we go. Made it through the entire summer and never melted. We're pushing over pure ice. And I wanted to get this cool tunnel out of the way and off my list of things to ride. It's funny that this is the very first 1,000 yards that I'm doing is this tunnel. Probably not the smartest move I ever made, but oh wow, it's working so far. If anybody knows what the actual length of this tunnel is, post it for me, would you please? Because I have not been able to find anything online about how long this tunnel actually is. Okay. And we're out the other side. Very cool. I'm just cruising along very slowly till I make sure that everything is working the way it should. Nothing's going to come apart. I obviously need to be kind of careful about the brush that grows on the tracks here. This one actually still has some of the guts in it. Pretty nice old signal. So I bet this, we'll have to do this several times today, I'm sure. That's a perfect spot to sit and eat my lunch. We're heading all the way down there, and then we're going up that right valley, which will be really pretty. It's going to be a beautiful area. Just going slow, try not to break anything. Some of these little trees right off the edge catch my pedal. Beautiful ride up here today. Blue skies. We got these pretty cliffs up above us, and so far we've only run into the one big boulder on the tracks. To stop and make sure that my tires are all looking okay and everything's good. So yeah, everything seems fine so far. I have noticed that my fork mount here got a little bit tweaked, and I think it was, see how that's bent back on this side. I'm pretty sure that's from the bars hitting some of those bigger trees as I went by. So now I've got to be more careful. I've come across probably a dozen of these signals back here, some in better shape than others. This one's got a little room with it. Yeah. Looks like the stuff's actually still in that one. All right. You never know if you're gonna be able to push through some of those things. There's only been one that's really caught me up, but I've had lots of trees over on this side catch me. I mean, there's been hundreds of them that I have to push out of the way as I go by, because I am kind of sticking out on the right side here. Shoot. Well, that's my first derail. Came off on that one. That was just a little bit too much. So I'll have to watch these types of bushes. Hey, thanks.
That is awesome. Have fun.
It is fun. How's it going? Are you catching anything?
Not yet. I've had a couple nibbles, but nothing on yet.
Okay, cool. Looks like a perfect spot.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's a nice little area.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
How fun. Guessing you made that yourself?
I did, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is its maiden voyage here. So just
Outstanding.
digging it out. Little beaver dam. This is a really beautiful valley. We've got more signals here. I stopped about a mile or two back to talk with a kid on a motorcycle, and he said that right past Red Cliff are some pretty big rock slides that would be difficult to get around before I get to the town of Gilman, which was my destination. So we're gonna go hopefully that far and take a look, but it didn't sound very promising. Sounds like I'm gonna have to turn around at Red Cliff. So I think I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the bike, turn around here. The town of Red Cliff's just right around this next corner. But I really don't want to push it that far because I'm going to be riding till close to dark as it is. So I better just turn around and head on back. Everything is working exactly the way I hoped it would. I've only had 2 derails, and it's because I tried to push over too big of bushes and it just lifted me up off the tracks and set me down off of them. So my fault. That's not anything that I should have tried to push my way through. The rear wheel has not fallen off the track the entire time. I was concerned that it may not track on the rail as well as I'd hoped it would, but it's been perfect. Absolutely awesome. I'm considering putting like an outrigger over to the platform, something that swings way out but's rigid, just to keep the back from sliding either way. And my only concern there is in dry conditions like today, this works perfect. But if these rails were wet, I have a feeling they'd be awful slippery, and I might be doing a little fishtailing and popping off of there from time to time. So dry conditions, this is a beautiful setup. If you're riding somewhere where it rains a lot, you may want to put some sort of brace across here. It's got to swing out wide enough that it doesn't get in the way of your pedals or you getting on and off the bike, but would be easy enough to do. So we've got a lot of miles of uphill still, unfortunately. I'm taking a break here in the shade because it's really quite hot out in the sun. We maneuvered around the big rock again. Ooh, nice and cool. Man. All right, we got our big ice patch right up here. Boy, if it wasn't for that ice, we'd be able to just fly through here. That light down at the end is deceiving. This is actually a really long tunnel. Okay, we're getting close to the middle. That means the ice is going to be right up here. This is where it starts, so I will walk around. That echo is great. Hello. Grab my pull strap here. Okay, now we're back on the rails. And here we go. The side of the track that I'm riding on is about a half a foot higher than the other side. It's been lifted by the ice in here, and consequently it's really odd to ride on because you got a big lean to the left. It's coming back down, starting to level out. That's a cool tunnel. The whole thing's concrete lined, and it's got an incredibly high ceiling in here. I suspect they did that so that the steam engines going through would kind of go underneath the smoke. You wouldn't smoke out everybody in the cars behind you. All right. We are about to pop back out here. That was really cool. I just got to duck for this door here. I think I mentioned in the beginning that those are big snow doors that would go down in the winter and then open when the trains came up. That way the snow wouldn't drift into the tunnels. Okay. Oh man. That was a long day. And we did 43 miles. So 43 miles, that's not bad. I was expecting to do 60, but we didn't go all the way into Red Cliff. Hey, thanks guys. Thanks for coming along on the first ride. Very fun, and there'll be more rides to come. So subscribe to my channel, and those videos will come up from time to time. Thanks everyone, appreciate you watching.